Hi, it's Angie at No Ship Repeat, and today I want to share with you my Beauty by Earth Self Tanner review. I picked this up off of Amazon. I was looking for a Safe Self Tanner, and to be honest, they're kind of hard to find. There's so many ingredients that, again, like any of our cosmetics, are just not great. So I went into the Skin Deep database and literally searched self tanners, and this was one of the first ones that came up. It had one of the lowest safety ratings. So I picked it up on Amazon. I thought, what's it gonna hurt to try? And I really ended up liking it. They advertise it as organic. As we know, organic doesn't mean the same thing all the time in cosmetics as it does in food, but when you pull up the list of ingredients, it's really nice because it's mostly things that you recognize. So I will start by saying this is like a regular lotion. If you've never used self tanner before, it is a whitish color. And so a self tanner does not have color in it, but when you apply it to your skin and you just give it time, you probably need to give it about 4 to 6 hours, it will turn the top layer of your skin a darker shade. So I would say this makes your skin about 1 shade darker, and it's a nice even coverage. Like with any self tanner, you have to make sure that you get it on very evenly. Make sure your skin is exfoliated and moisturized first. I use this on my face. I don't probably have it on now because it's been several days since I put it on, but I mixed it about halfway with my regular facial moisturizer because I didn't know how dark it was gonna be, and that worked really nice. It just provided kind of a nice evening color, and the nice piece was too is that I feel like I didn't have to wear foundation or anything to really even out my skin after I had the self tanner on. So a couple of tips, like make sure around any of the edges, you know, like especially if you're using it on your face, make sure that you're almost like rubbing it into your hairline and, you know, back in all of these areas and are blending it, because you will see a definite line if you don't rub it in well. And my second tip is make sure you don't get wet for that time, which is about 4 hours after you apply it. Otherwise, you will see the water spots and water marks from where the water was. Even if you apply it to your hands, like the other day I put some on my arm and I washed my hands, and then there was like a line from where the water had been. So make sure you follow that rule of the 4 hour, not applying it, you know, don't get it wet, because it really will make a difference if it does get wet. So I will say that was probably the trickiest part of using this, is finding a span of time where I wasn't gonna be wet. Or the other thing, which falls into the span of time thing that I'm talking about, is that when you put it on, it smells really nice. Probably has like a coconut scent, but if you've ever used self tanner, the ingredient in it over time starts to get really stinky. It just smells like, I mean, stinky is probably the wrong word, I guess, because people aren't gonna be like, oh, you stink, but it just has this smell to it that's kind of gross. So I didn't really want to sleep with it and it be on my pillow. So when I do it, I usually do it in the morning if I'm not going anywhere before I shower. So if I know I can take a shower a few hours later, I'll put it on, let those 4 hours go by, and then shower. I would say that's probably one of the downsides to using it. But I love it. I feel like it gives you a nice glow for probably a good 3 to 4 days, maybe even more. And then you can just apply it again in a few days, and it really does give you a nice sheer kind of evening color on your skin. And I think it's really nice. I love it. I'm glad I bought it. Like I said, I purchased it from Amazon, and I would recommend you trying it if you're looking for something that doesn't have the parabens and the fragrance and all of those things that can be really harmful for our health. So I would say give it a shot, Beauty by Earth, and I hope you guys like it. If you try it, let me know.